So what's today? What's the exciting thing going on today? Thank goodness. I thought all my time was wasted here at church. Right, it's Sunday. It's for football. It's for Super Bowl. So anyway, so I brought a couple things from back when I played, right? Talk about the Super Bowl. Don't laugh. I got a picture of me in like the 1970s with Hucklebuck. You got it? So anyway, so it's right, today's the Super Bowl. But so what's the story? What's the goal? What's the plan? Why do you know? Why the Super Bowl? How did they get there? They beat other teams? Right. Is it just too silly? You can't handle that up there? How's that? Right? You like football? You like sports? Yes? Yeah? Okay, you like football? So I'm a huge football fan. It's like I can't wait to get home from church so I can watch football. I can't wait to get home and take a nap, actually. So anyway, but the purpose of football is for one team, right, to take this ball, right, and cross the goal line, right? They have to hold on to it, they get it carried. Now this is kind of an old-fashioned one, look at this to you. It's kind of like fluffy, right? Gotta be ready. You ready? Ready, Reese? There you go. Good job. You gotta hold on to it. The purpose is to take this ball with your players and cross one line or the other. And that's how you score points. So you gotta carry this. You gotta carry it very tightly. And like there's other dudes that are running, they're punching it, they're trying to knock it out and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Does that ever see that? They're going for your legs though too, right? Yeah, that's why I can't really walk anymore. That's a story for another day again. So anyway, so you gotta carry this and protect it, keep it safe, so that you get to the goal and you score points. The gospel is like that. The message that Jesus gives is a lot like that too, because the world's got a lot going on. Like you want to be nice to people, you want to be good to them, you want to be kind to them. Sometimes you sit down in the cafeteria, people are giving you a hard time, they're making fun of you, they're teasing you and stuff like that. So it gets to be really hard to hold on to that. It's kind of like the football, right? But the goal in life, kind of like football, is to carry something, to reach something. And our goal is to carry not a ball, right, but to carry love. You carry love. Sometimes there's good days. There's great days, like team wins, like root for something like that, or it's pizza day on Friday in the cafeteria. It's good when you win something in 4-H. Like it's exciting and good stuff happens. And sometimes, so regardless of all that goes on, you want to hold on to God's love. You don't want to drop it. You don't want to lose it. So I'm not going to give you football to carry. Wow. No, I'm going to let down. But I got these cookies. Jesse's not here, he's not getting his cookies. So with these, right, you'll carry these, and don't let anyone knock these out of your hands. Don't let anybody push you away, don't let anybody like punch you out of your feet. But I like these because on them, don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Look like a whole bunch, it doesn't even work in. Tell Jesse I'm sorry. I know. He comes up every time and gets nothing. He misses one day and I give that cookie. It's the worst. Holy my goodness gracious. Alright, so hey, so guys, you can eat those, right? But just remember, I want to give you these, but you hold on to God's love. So before you go back to your seats, are they doing Sunday school? We're just hanging here, right? We're staying here for the meeting? Okay, good. So before you head back to sit with your parents, I just want to put our hands in like a team. You ready? You got everybody? Come on, you can do it. Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing this morning on these children, the ambassadors of the kingdom of heaven. Please protect them and let them carry what you have for them in their hearts, which is love, each day of their lives. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, head back. Go talk to your parents about the crazy town that we've all in. Come on. They had face masks who I played. Really. Just not helmets, and that's the problem. All right, would you please rise as you're able and join me in hymn number 128. He leadeth me, O blessed thought, 128.
The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among your own people. You shall be such a prophet. This is what you requested of the Lord your God at Horeb on the day of the assembly when you said, if I hear the voice of my Lord my God any more, or ever again see this great fire, I will die. Then the Lord replied to me, they are right in what they have said. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their own people. I will put my words in the mouth of the prophet who shall speak to them everything that I command. Anyone who does not heed the words that the prophet shall speak in my name, I myself will hold accountable. But any prophet who speaks in the name of other gods or presumes to speak in my name a word that I have not commanded the prophet to speak, that prophet shall die. The next reading is from the epistle, 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 1 to 3. Now concerning food sacrificed to idols, we know that all of us possess knowledge. Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. Anyone who claims to know something does not yet have the necessary knowledge, but anyone who loves God is known by him. Please rise for the glory of God.
Thanks for reading this now. Thanks to our choir. May I ask us to take a moment to pray? May the words of our lips and the meditations of our hearts be always acceptable to you, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. I don't know about many of you, but I like to go to the gym a couple times a week. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 times. Okay, I'm not really telling the truth on the 4th one, but one of the 3 things. And so I go to the gym, and some people sometimes call it the exercise facility or the health club. And I belonged to lots of gyms in my life. When I was a boy, or in my early teenage years, my friend had a gym in his garage. We used to go there and work out. I used to go to the YMCA. I actually once belonged to Gold Gym, the Mecca of bodybuilding. Stop that. But the thing is, I would go in there and I would say, or I would hear other people say, guys and gals, they would talk about, I get off the bed. I just did 260 today, bench 260, where they said, I finally broke 400 on the squat. To where they thought, well, I just broke your back too. But, and you call them lots of different things, like the gym is where you work out. People say it's kind of like a torture. Other people call it the fat tax, right? Because you join the gym, you never go, you're paying to be heavy. Right? only I call it fat tax. But all these things are kind of what surrounds what we think about in gym, in control and activity and exercise and strength and power. What can I squat? How much can I bench? How much can I curl? You think about those, and when I was in my teenage years, I actually looked a little bit healthier and stronger and buffer or whatever. I walk around the gym saying, I did this, I did that. And we think about those things in terms of physical sense, in terms of what makes us power, what gives us authority. Because anyone who can like bench 300 and squat like whatever, 400, but they've got some kind of authority in the gym because they've got to know what they're doing at some level to reach those kinds of weights and moving that kind of physical mass from one direction to another. And so today, across all of the scriptures, whether it's Deuteronomy, which comes from the Old Testament, or the Hebrew Bible, or the epistle from Paul, and the gospel, is all about authority, where power, where strength, where control comes from in life. And so there is no other probably representation of control, power, authority, of I'm in charge than today at about 6 o'clock, right? For the Super Bowl. It is the ultimate of I've beaten everybody along the way to get to the top. And whoever wins that is going to be running around, throwing balls in the air, saying I'm number one, talking trash, and saying I'm the best, I'm the most powerful, I have dominated all the other people in the NFL. And that's totally okay. As a matter of fact, I'm a big fan of football, don't get me wrong. I wear a lot of like football stuff. I watch some football games. You know, I guess I've got something where I don't really like myself because I'm a Notre Dame fan. There's always the disappointment of that, right? But there's this sense that that's okay for the field. It's okay for sports. It's okay for competition. But to be dominant by authority, strength, power, by what we can do physically and what we can do spiritually is really not that strong or not that great when it moves into our families, moves into our neighborhoods, and moves into our lives. And that's all that people are talking about. That is all that is written in the scriptures we have today. It's about where does the power come from? Where does the authority come from? Where does our strength come from? Whether it's Paul, whether it's the writers who were following them about Moses, or it's John Mark, who's recording what he saw with Jesus, they're all talking about where the words of power and authority come from. And what they're trying to give to us over and over and over again is that our strength shouldn't come from laws, it shouldn't come from what you do or do not eat, it shouldn't come from how smart you are or how not smart you are. It comes from something very different. And so we'll start with Paul, because that's a nice letter, I don't know. So anyway, in the Epistle to the Corinthians, he's talking about people who seem to be taking advantage of their strength. I'm smarter than you, let me tell you how things are. I'm more pious than you, let me tell you how things are. And what Paul keeps on trying to tell them over and over again in Corinth is that that's not where it comes from. Your power and your authority isn't so much from all kinds of good. And because I have this boss, and she used to always say, always come from good. Have I told you this story before? So I found there's 3 kinds of good. The first kind of good is the looking good. Right? You know those kinds of, look at me, I'm looking good. I'm fashionable, I'm styling, I got money, I know more than everybody, I'm looking good. Come check me out. We used to say that sometimes people joined, they got on like Board of Education, so they could be looking good. Right? Look at me. I'm an elected official. Looking good. That's the kind of good, right? Then there's the gotcha good. Those are the people who every time you like something,